Okay, so let's discuss test number 13, that is testing with encrypting SAML assertion with Salesforce public key. So basically we are just trying to validate the encryption part in the Salesforce, and then we can enable the encryption policy at PingFed site, so that we can use Salesforce public key to encrypt the SAML response or assertion, and then we can send it to Salesforce, and then Salesforce will decrypt that using their private key. That's example of asymmetric encryption we discussed in the digital signature setting section, if you remember. So let's go to Salesforce, and in Salesforce, we have here option, like let me click on edit, I can show you. Yeah, so here you have an option, assertion decryption certificate. Okay, assertion decryption certificate. So I just chosen already a certificate here, and this is nothing but the same certificate that we are using for signing as well as encryption decryption. Okay, you can say like for same certificate we are using for two purposes. So this is already I just updated here in the assertion decryption. That means like when PingFed will just sign the or just encrypt the response using that public key of the Salesforce, Salesforce will can decrypt using this certificate. It basically trying to say here. Okay, so now leave this part. Let's go to PingFederate. In the PingFed, go to SP connection Salesforce, and then you can see there is an option of encryption policy. Yeah, here just open this and enable. Here you have an option to encrypt the entire assertion, or you can encrypt one or more attributes. So let's go for entire assertion and encrypt the SAML subject in SLO message. Leave this SLO message, and SLO part maybe we can remove for now. Just mention here just entire assertion. Go to next, click on done, go to next, click on done, go to next. It will just ask now to configure the encryption certificate, how you are going to encrypt. So we just need a Salesforce public key, so same certificate that we already imported in our PingFederate, so we can use that. That's the second one, and then go to next, click on done, now next, and then you can just basically save this. Once you save, automatically replicate. Okay, replication is done, so no need to worry for the replication. Now let's go back, and you can see just click on signature verification certificate, click on manage certificate. So here you can see that your Salesforce certificate is used here for two purposes. One is signature verification, another is XML encryption. That's a SAML assertion encryption part. Okay, so both the things are enabled for now. Now we can test. So there is one thing that once you make these changes at Salesforce, like on the encryption decryption certificate part, then the URL of the login URL will change here. So you can see now we have the new login URL. Let me click on save here, I'll show you. So now we get a new URL here. If you can see here, the login URL got changed. It's not like the earlier. Now let's test using this URL, and you can see what you're getting in the assertion. You're not able to read now because it's encrypted form. Let's click this. You get a page. Just put any ID. Okay, just complete your authentication, and then let's response to be sent, and then you will land to the Salesforce without any issue as the expectation. Okay, I think you are landed to the home page of the Salesforce, and it looks good. Now let's go to the SAML tracer, and then now let's open the assertion. Just open the response. Go to the SAML tab, and now you can see that you have there is no any it's just a cipher data. You can see cipher value you are getting. So you are not getting the content like as usually we can see the user information. If you can go to summary, yeah, there is no any attribute section here because we encrypted that using that Salesforce public key. That's why in the SAML response, you can in the parameter section you can see the relay state SAML response, but if you can go to SAML tab, you can see the other values as similar how it is before, but in the below section, if you can see here, you are able to see a cipher value here. Okay, it will take that encrypted key XCNC cipher value. So basically, yeah, it basically converted that to a encryption using encryption certificate, converted into a like unreadable form, a cipher text, and then sending to the Salesforce. Now Salesforce basically just consuming this, decrypting this using the private key of the Salesforce, and then yeah, authorize the user and then allow allowing user to access an application. Okay, this is a concept of the encryption, and yeah, what we are using in single sign-on. This is one of the option. This is the one of the basically the policy in PingFed which you need to enable or disable. Depends again on the application how they need, like whether they want the response to be encrypted or the assertion, or they just need like, okay, yeah, you can just sign this, encryption is not required. So it depends on the application to application, but yeah, this is the way you can do it. Okay, so this is done, completed. Now let's jump to the next. The last test is like with the pseudonym and transient identity mapping. Okay, so yeah, if you have anything, please put in the comment section. Thank you.